Hi guys, I'm Jeff from CPRS. This evening we're in, which is short for Conisbee Paranormal Research. We're in Rockley Engine Tower, which is based in Barnsley. Here I've got a spiritual medium, Veronica, who I'm just going to put you onto and see what their thoughts are on the location. Just bear with me a moment, guys. Veronica, how are you this evening?
I'm fine, thank you guys.
Good.
Good evening and welcome. I was here, I did my first trip here about a year ago with Dean during the day and his dear beloved missus, and I picked up so much during the day, and since then there's been a lot of improvement, and it is a bit more overgrown, but they've got rid of all the graffiti here anyway. But there's so much feeling here from the work that would have been done and the heat and everything else that would have been done in this building. I do feel this is a really active room and really females should not be present. I also get the feeling of a bloke who would have been a highwayman, and he's on sort of the outskirts of the wood type thing. I picked up him on last time, and as soon as we came close I felt him coming close again. But I do feel as if it's very strange to say this, but people are doing witchcraft around this area now, and they are meddling in things that people shouldn't be. So just heads up, people, please don't do anything you shouldn't be doing. Leave it to the white witches if you're going to do anything. But again, like I said, this place is so active. I mean, I don't know if Dean, if Jeff can give you a tour of what we can see in this building. It wasn't big by a long shot, but I mean, it would have had 3 or 4 floors. And I would have thought that from how I'm seeing it, this would have been the main door in, Jeff.
When would you? What would you say this was? Do you feel that there was a lot of killings in here? Do you
there
what
was
sort
no
of
killings here? There was a lot of burns and stuff like this that would have happened here, but there was killings and stuff on the land opposite, but I think that was on the outskirts. We know that this is connected with Wentworth Woodhouse, and that it was built alongside it, and it was connected with Wentworth Woodhouse. So there's a lot of money in this area due to the Wentworth Woodhouse. Because if you see, even now it's a derelict building, and the brickwork and the woodwork is still quite pristine, really. And everything's quite solid. I mean, I personally feel that this gentleman coming in, and he's showing me himself in his 30s, and he's got a burn to the left side of his face, and I feel like he's a chatterbox, so he's heard whispering.
Why do I feel, Veronica? I come into the build when I first got here, and I've done no research whatsoever, so I'm going to be honest with you, I ain't really got an idea of the building. But as soon as I walked into the building, I felt sadness, a real sadness, and felt on a high before I got here. But as soon as I got into this building, I felt a bit of a sort of sad and emotional as soon as I got into the building, but I can't explain it.
I think that's because when you get burns, and when you got that kind of injury, you feel worse for yourself, don't you? Where if you're sick, you're able to cope with it a little bit better. Where when you burn, and sometimes then it was down to the mistakes of human error, but it was also sometimes down to everything else. So when we have a burn, we do blame ourselves. So there's that. But also I think, they would have worked long hours, so they would have missed time with their families. And with you being a family man, Jeff, maybe he's suppressing onto you his feelings that he wishes he spent more time with his family, rather than been working the hours that he would have been doing.
How many spirits have you, as soon as you walked into this building, what are you actually picking up in terms of spirits?
For me, there's 5 or 6 that walk this room and this area on multi-levels. I feel like one of them was during the time the building being built, and he fell off. I don't feel as if he died here, but he died later of complications.
Do you know roughly when it was built? Have you got an idea? I'm thinking probably 1800s. It's an idea.
Yeah,
it's a guess.
I would have said so. But if you see, considering what this is for, it's actually got a fort type layout, because it's got the castle type tops, if you see, with the up and down. Can you see that at home? And can you see that, Jeff? What I mean?
I can, yes.
So it, you know, no money wasn't, money was spent in this building to have had it.
Quite solid, isn't it?
It was, but I also feel like the men quite enjoyed and had quite good banter here. So I think that later on tonight, when we're doing the investigation, if you had 2 of the lads in this room, in this area, I think you'd have some really good activity. So if we go forward now, and we'll walk across, and we'll go towards our next place, because we have 2 locations here.
Right, guys. I'm going to say goodbye for the moment. We are just coming away from this part. We will be back when it gets dark. Just to show you before we go, it is Rockley Engine Tower, and what a building it is. Around about 1800, I believe. So yes, we will speak to you later, guys. Thank you for joining us. Bye for now.